Hey, just a quick little update video. The last video I posted was not my greatest. I mean, it was unedited for one, I think, but also it's gotten 32 dislikes, and the dislike counter doesn't show. That's probably not a very good thing because, as it turns out, I was not exactly correct, but I wasn't incorrect either. As it turns out, FLAC has to be lossless because that's just how the math is. But if I keep hearing the same differences every single day from the same files that I generated with Audacity, so I converted a WAV into a FLAC, and then I keep hearing differences in the FLAC compared to the WAV, just the WAV sounds better. And that makes sense because the web has to sound the best. It has not had any processing done to it apart from maybe some error correction from the CD I ripped it from, but that's it. The FLAC has much more going into it, but apparently, FLAC is truly lossless. They probably just take out all the empty shit that's in normal PCM that you just don't hear because it's empty sound. There's nothing there. But I kept hearing differences. So either FLAC isn't lossless and someone screwed up and calling it lossless, or everyone screwed up, or just a couple people screwed up. The people who made the Audacity encoder, or the people who made the decoder used in Mac OS, so QuickTime Player and Ina, because I heard this distinct result between the FLAC and the Wave, the differences in the FLAC compared to the Wave, from both of both those players, both on the same Mac. Actually, I tried this on different Macs, because I was convinced that FLAC was lossless, and I came out thinking the opposite. So, yeah, obviously it's there, but not everyone is hearing this. Apparently, a lot of people still think FLAC is lossless because it's in the name, and so it has to be. And people say the math is very precise, and so it has to be lossless. And there's no other way it can possibly be, which is not right, but that's a lot of people think. And a lot of people can think a lot of things, and a lot of people can think one specific thing, but it doesn't mean that specific thing is correct at all. In fact, so I was right, but I was also wrong, and I'm not gonna take down that video. In fact, I'm gonna leave it up, and the reason why is because I'm hoping to get more eyes, more experienced eyes, more coders' eyes on the subject, so that something can be done about it. Because obviously the FLAC files I'm generating are either not lossless, the files themselves, or there's a bug in either macOS or the the player slash decoder, both used by both QuickTime Player and Ina, which is like a QuickTime Player alternative that uses MPV. So there is a bug in a lot of players and a lot of decoders that are very mainstream and built into OSs and very popular programs, or there's a bug in Audacity, which is a very fuzzy piece of software, or FLAC isn't lossless. And going forward, I'm just going to assume that it's one of the first two, and that FLAC is actually lossless, and that people just made mistakes when they were making software, because that's probably just more likely. So, yeah. Another update is, let's see. I am trying to validate the 112 terabyte RAID box, which is a RAID 5, and the 40 terabyte RAID box up above, which is just striped. I think it's just four 10 terabyte drives striped together, which is where I offloaded some stuff from Nitor, aka the 112 terabyte RAID box, just so I could extract a bunch of zips that I needed to extract to make sure they didn't have any duplicate data, and delete the duplicate data as to free up space. And so I just ended up having both attached to the Mac Mini. So I'm trying to verify or make sure all my data is there. And to do that, I have to go into SoftRaid, which is the paid software I use to, do all the RAID stuff in macOS. And I have to, it's not called verify, it's called something else, but it's basically, you have to read all the data to make sure it can be read, basically. And I've been trying to do that, but SoftRaid's been being just being dumb. SoftRaid's just being an idiot and not letting me do it. It starts for a little bit, and then it stops, and then it starts, and then it stops. And eventually, it just stalls for so long that it just never gets started again. And it read about half my disks before it just kind of stopped doing anything and never did anything for like an additional day. So I just kind of canceled it and redid it, and hopefully I can get one of them done, and then I can start doing the other one. And doing the 40 terabyte one is going to take like a couple days. So yeah, and that's not where most of my stuff is. Most of my stuff is on Nitor, aka the 112 terabyte box. And that's going to take like more than twice as long. So that's pretty crazy. And well, that's where all the videos get edited from. So I'm probably not going to be able to make any videos for a few more days. I was planning to edit one either tonight or tomorrow, but I'm going to be busy for most of tomorrow, and I'm not going to have my files anyway, so it's moot now. So we're just going to have to wait while this video that I made, which is getting a lot of hate, is brewing on the internet, which I don't like the sound of, but that's how the dice roll sometimes. You just get unlucky with the video that you last posted being the only one you were able to post before, something bad happens. And then you have to, wait as that goes through the algorithm, getting a bunch of bullshit and a bunch of, I didn't actually get as much hate from that video as I thought. I thought I would be getting a bunch of mean people in the comments, but no, I got a lot of level-headed people that try to explain to me certain things, and I'm very thankful for that. I'm very thankful that people didn't just flip out on me. A couple people were fairly idiotic in the tone that they commented with, but most of you stayed pretty level-headed, which I respect, and I'm gonna try to. No, I'm not gonna try. I'm probably not going to try to double check my information before it goes on YouTube. Generally, I'm not great at double checking things, and when I double check things, generally I get the wrong information anyway. Like I end up changing the correct information that I already had to bad information that I got from double checking things. So that's why I don't double check things. That's a very bad reason, but it's the reason, and it's just because I'm not great at it. I would actually pay someone to do research for me if I needed to actually do a bunch of research. Generally, I get a hold of things, and they work a certain way, and I observe that, and I deal with it, and I build up experience with it, and then I make a video on it. That's what I do. That's what I'm probably just always going to do, because that's what I'm good at. I'm good at forming experiences and narratives around things that I can hold in my hand and can, listen to with headphones and can see on my screen. I'm very good at talking about them. And the next video I have planned is actually pretty much unedited. I'm probably going to edit it, but it's going to be like the Canon R5. No, it's going to be like the Canon R3 video I did, except I've had a lot more time with a different camera, which is the Canon R5 Mark II. And then I'm probably going to do one on the R5C, which is the best camera on planet Earth. But I have a lot of more better things to say about the R5 Mark II, and then I have even greater things to say about the R5C. So stay tuned for that. I want to make more positive videos. I'm going to try to make more positive videos instead of more negative videos, because as it turns out, making negative videos isn't that fun for me, and I get a lot of, bad comments, and I just get a lot of negativity from them, and I don't like generating negativity. I'm very good at doing that, but I hate doing it. So I'm gonna try to avoid doing that for the foreseeable future. I'm probably gonna have to make a few bitching videos here and there, depending on how things go. Like if I think something's really, really, really stupid, like I'll probably make a hate video on it. Like, not small things. Not like if this SSD's thing breaks off, because this is gonna break off eventually. Like you can see, that's bending, and that's been bending since it was new. Like that's never stopped doing that. Like it's always done that. So obviously, this drive is very expensive. This is a 4 TB Thunderbolt 3 drive, and I have to use it because I really don't have anything of the same caliber. But I don't like how that is breaking. But like small things like that, I'm not gonna make a video on. I might like mention them in passing. I'm not gonna bitch about every single thing in each video, but I do want to, spread positivity, more positivity. But like I said, if there's something I think is really, really, really stupid and that really needs to change, that I think needs to change, I'll make a video on it. But for now, the FLAC video is staying up for publicity of the bug that I ran into. Because it is most likely that whatever I encountered when making that, when getting the experience, when doing the testing for that video, was just a bug with my media players and my media encoders. So hopefully Audacity gets their shit together. Hopefully Ina gets their shit together. Hopefully MPV gets their shit together. And hopefully, Apple gets their shit together, which I'm not counting on. They generally just don't care unless they have to. But, yeah, so that was just a quick update. Also, I've been very busy for the past 3 days. So, yeah, that's why I haven't been into any videos for the past 3 days. And I'm going to be busy tomorrow. And, this is probably going to be the last video for a few days. That's not a long time. Actually, I thought I had let more time pass since I posted the FLAC video. But as it turns out, it's only been a couple days. So, okay. Also, one more thing before I sign off here. Whoops. There's this really weird thing. So I got a UPS recently, which is basically a battery that allows you to, you run your computer off of the battery that's constantly plugged into the wall. And when your power goes out, well, the battery's been charging from the wall. So without any hesitation, the battery connects to replace the missing power from the power outlet that is no longer supplying power when your power goes out in your house, and then turns on the battery, and now the battery is supplying power from the box down here, that box right there, to your computers and your devices and your hard drives and shit. So I got one of those. And so that will last about 30 minutes as I finish stuff up, like when the power goes out, so that everything in this room isn't completely yoinked out of existence the second the power goes out. Because that's happened. And actually, we picked this up after the power went out twice in one day in the thunderstorms of the past, 5 days. Yeah, there was thunder. Not here, but there was a lot of rain, a lot of wind, and yeah. I'm surprised the power didn't go out more, and I'm even more surprised the internet didn't have catastrophic issues for the entire time. In fact, it was probably the best the internet had ever been in terms of its service during that time. So that was weird, but power did go out twice, so we got a UPS. That's what that's called. And my dad had one, so we have first-hand experience with one. So, well, we bought one, and now it's sitting right beside my desk, running my laptop. Well, not right now, because I accidentally unplugged it when I got up, but It's running my laptop, my 2 RAID boxes, the Mac Mini, my monitor, and my NAS, and the 2 switches, the 2 10 gig switches. So yeah, it's not running anything else, but yeah, so that's pretty cool. But the thing I was gonna mention is, it comes with this data port. It's very clearly just RJ45, but it plugs into the back of the UPS, it's what stands for uninterruptible power supply. It plugs into the back of the UPS, and then it has a USB port on the other end of this cable. And I have no idea what that's for. I'm assuming there's some kind of software that you can use with it, but I have no idea what that's for. I just thought it was really funky, and that it has this huge ferrite bead for some reason. Maybe the cable's crappy, I don't know. But anyway, this has been Outward Redux, just a quick small update, and I'll see you all in the next live stream, short or video, whatever that may be. It's going to be positive and not negative this time, and I'll see you all then.